The Last of Us without an argument is one of the best gaming experiences. The game's immersive gameplay and phenomenal story of two strangers finding peace in one another while trying to cope with a harsh world. The game originally came out on the PlayStation 3 and pushed the aging hardware to its limits. The new trailer focuses on the upcoming remake's visual enhancements and features, as well as interviews with Naughty Dog co-president Neil Druckmann, game director Matthew Gallant, and creative director Sean Ascai. About a year after its PS3 launch, the game was fully remade for Sony's next-gen hardware, the PlayStation 4, adding a few quality-of-life adjustments and fine-tuning the game's visuals and performance on the new console. The remastered version felt right at home on PS4 with stellar graphics and a smooth 60 FPS mode that greatly benefited the game's enjoyment. About 9 years since the game's original launch on PS3, Naughty Dog has announced a full-blown remake of The Last of Us for PlayStation 5, which will also make its way to PC later. However, given the pricing model, which charges players the full $70 for the remake of this not-so-old title, players are a little skeptical about whether to pick the game up for PS5. The release of the new trailer for The Last of Us Part 1 was added as a new post on the official PlayStation.Blog, which revealed some additional details about the game. The remake will include denser physics, smoother animations, AI upgrades, plenty of accessibility options, and some fan-requested features like permadeath and speedrun modes. In addition, 2 different display modes are planned which include 4K resolution, 30 FPS, and dynamic 4K, 60 FPS gameplay. The PlayStation.Blog elaborated on the remake, saying that, "From the art direction to the character models, the entire game has been rebuilt from the ground up to take advantage of a new generation of graphical capability, allowing this game to reach the visual fidelity that the studio aspired for when crafting this experience." The PS5's powerful hardware drives a host of visual benefits, from denser physics with tons of bumpables and chippables. Bullets can now rip apart concrete and environmental objects, and cinematics now transition seamlessly to gameplay. Motion matching technology means that character animations flow more convincingly, intuitively, and realistically, all adding another layer of believability to characters and their interactions with the world. Further, AI upgrades mean that characters inhabit the world more authentically and realistically, such as buddy characters navigating cover to avoid enemy NPC sightlines more authentically. The enhancements are all in the name of increasing the game's immersion, but the improvements don't stop there. Naughty Dog worked with their community to integrate some fan requests, including a permadeath mode, a speedrun-focused mode, and a host of brand new unlockable costumes for Joel and Ellie. The game also hosts 60+ accessibility options, outpacing what the developer was able to offer with The Last of Us Part 2, and includes a new audio description mode, ensuring that play is rewarding and inclusive for all. Developer Naughty Dog has detailed how The Last of Us Part 1 remake will feel immersive on PS5. The Last of Us Part 1 will offer native or dynamic 4K gameplay depending on the frame rate. The Last of Us Part 1 also supports adaptive triggers and haptic feedback on DualSense controllers. The Last of Us Part 1 can offer native 4K gameplay at 30 FPS or dynamic 4K gameplay at 60 FPS on compatible monitors. The DualSense controller's haptic feedback and adaptive triggers will also improve the gameplay experience. Along with these, the game features 3D audio on supported headphones and speakers. Naughty Dog has rebuilt several aspects of The Last of Us Part 1, from art direction to character models. The developer has enhanced the game with denser physics and several chippable and bumpable objects. The Last of Us Part 1 remake looks amazing without a shadow of a doubt. Developer Naughty Dog sure put a lot of effort into recreating the assets and textures and redefining the original game's visuals. However, the original game was already way ahead of its time regarding visual fidelity, facial animations and environmental complexity. The game's remastered version still holds up as one of the best-looking games even on the PS5, which runs using the console's backward compatibility feature. Naughty Dog wanted to bring the original game closer to The Last of Us Part 2's visuals and art style. The remake looks identical, if not even better than the sequel in all the gameplay trailers PlayStation has released for the game. The remake will even feature gameplay enhancements to the sequel, like the ability to go prone and the improved stealth gameplay systems with much brighter enemy AI. Apart from the visual upgrades, gameplay refinements and the usual PS5 enhancements that players come to expect from every other PlayStation title, The game isn't offering much in terms of new content, which for the asking price of $70 is not worth it, especially for players that have already experienced the game with the remastered version. However, in the same vein, the remake makes for the perfect opportunity for new players who have yet to experience the original game's phenomenal storytelling to finally experience one of the best video games ever created. The Last of Us Part 1 Remake will feature the full main story of the original game, fully remade in the new and Naughty Dog's improved proprietary engine that powered the sequel. Along with that, players will also get the Left Behind story DLC, a prequel chapter that explores Ellie's past and the event that changed her life, along with a host of graphical and gameplay enhancements. The remake will also feature a wide array of accessibility options, akin to The Last of Us Part 2, which features more than 60 accessibility settings, with expanded options focused on fine motor and hearing as well as new features that greatly benefit players with low vision or blindness. The accessibility feature is a massive improvement over the original game as it allows more players that could not experience the original game's masterfully crafted story and gameplay due to certain physical limitations to enjoy it. All in all, The Last of Us Part 1 Remake is only a worthy investment if players have not played the original game and want to experience the original game's beautifully crafted story and characters. Besides that, the remake doesn't offer much for its asking price of $70 to players that have already played through the story, either on the original PS3 release or the remastered version. On September 2, 2022, The Last of Us Part 1 will be released on PlayStation 5. The game will be released on PC at a later date to be determined. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoy the contents here, please consider subscribing and click the bell icon for future notifications, and leave your comments below on this game. As we appreciate your time watching our contents, we will reply to all the comments and your questions. As always, thank you for watching. See you guys on the next video. Cheers.